I
didn't dodge.
25%.
Wasn't a question.
What led to that decision to not play the quarterback?
I don't need to.
What is happening, my YT Gizang? Y'all already know what it is, man. This is your boy Rio. And if you are new, then welcome to the channel. Now, today we got to go down to Atlanta, man. We're going to make a pit stop down there real quick because, as we all know, Michael Penix Jr. did not play the entire preseason, in which you got some people that really feel like, you know, those last 3 games that he played last year was good enough, and we don't want to get him injured, all right? But then on the other hand, you do got some people out here that's really feeling like those 3 games were not enough, in which you had this one reporter, man, he was really grilling my boy Raheem Morris in the press conference. And we're going to talk all about that today. But before we get into the video, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 3.5K. So if y'all can help me out with that, I gladly appreciate it. And make sure y'all get down in them comments too, man, and let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation. Now, like I said, Michael Penix, he ain't play at all. In which, when it come to me, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I feel like that Washington game last year, it solidified it for me. It showed me everything that I needed to see from my boy Michael Penix Jr. I mean, of course, he lit it up in Carolina too. Well, not in Carolina, but when we played them the very last game, he lit it up. But at the end of the day, that was Carolina. All right. So I ain't gonna really count that. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'm gonna count that. I should count that, huh? Yeah, I count it. But then when it comes to the New York Giants, we already know, bro, we just ran the ball all game. We ain't even have to throw it like that, in which he did throw an interception that game, which was not his fault. Okay. But like I said, man, you know, I think Michael Penix, he showed enough. But at the same time, like I said, some people feel like, you know, he should have went out there and played. Those 3 games wasn't enough. In which, you know, I get it. I understand that wholeheartedly. But, you know, like I said, man, I don't want to risk the injuries. Now, I do know this for a fact, okay? If this man go out there the very first game, in which we got a divisional game, if he stink it up, Raheem Morris is going to get a lot of backlash from a lot of fans, in which all they're going to be saying is that's exactly why you should have put him out there in the preseason game. I already see it. I know it. But I think he going to be all right, y'all. I really do. What y'all feel like, man? Do y'all feel like he going to do good, man, this very first game of the season? How many yards y'all think he going to get? I think he going to drop 3. I think he going to get 300. I think he going to get like 2 touchdowns, maybe 1 rushing. Am I doing too much? Maybe. Who knows? But that's just how I feel. But like I said earlier, man, this one reporter, okay, I don't know if his name D-Lead, D-Led, something like that, but he was really grilling Raheem Morris about not putting Michael Penix in for this preseason. Take a look at this video.
It's not necessarily starters you're playing. It's just like significant people on the team that I don't need to see things from in that setting. And really, for me, it's about mitigating injury. Like you don't get any mulligans if we get a significant player that we know what he's capable of doing to watch him go play against a very vanilla defense or a very vanilla offense. There's no mulligans, right? So the things that I can control, I want to do for us, our community, our fans, our organization as best as I can.
I was pondering to play or not play the quarterback. That is the question. 10 teams.
Is this a question or is this a statement by Led?
That's my intro.
All right.
10 teams have not played their quarterback. And of the first round picks from last year, only 1 is not played, 1 of 6. So you are kind of over there a little bit. It is kind of on edge a little bit.
No, it's not. I played my first round. There's a lot of snaps this year.
Yeah. I'm in a game, in an exhibition game.
Yeah, Jalen Walker and Pierce.
Like quarterback from last year.
How you gonna throw last year in it?
Yeah, that's what I did. Because it was 6 quarterbacks taking it. 5 of them. I saw Jaden Daniels on Monday night.
That's awesome. Go cover the Washington Commanders.
Caleb Williams played. Bo Nix even played. Even J.J. McCarthy coming off the knee play.
I'm proud of those guys.
Hello,
I didn't dodge.
25%.
Wasn't a question.
What led to that decision to not play the quarterback?
I didn't need to. I didn't play him last year. I played him probably 3 snaps last year, three series last year, whatever it was.
24 snaps.
Got enough series there. He was able to go out and give us 3 significant games at the end of the season. We know what it's like to game plan with him. We know what it's like, how he sets motions. We know what it's like for him getting to a silence cadence. We know what it's like to play against significant other teams and their structures and their defenses. Know what it's like to have a joint practice with those guys. And we know what it's like to ultimately go back to what we said from the beginning, mitigate injury. And that's the most important thing for us as a franchise. You know, your starting quarterback goes down, that is an issue. And we don't want to deal with that issue.
Man, look, I'm going to tell you something right now. When you look at Raheem Morris' face, he trying to stay as calm as possible. I feel like he had to laugh so he wouldn't lash out. You understand what I'm saying? Because after old boy got loud with him, you seen how he was laughing, then he just, you know what I mean? He got that face like, boy, who you talking to? Do you know who you talking to? But in the end, man, I think Raheem Morris know what he doing. Okay, I trust him. He see Michael Penix more than we see him. You know, especially when it comes to practice, the joint practices and stuff like that. I really don't want to get him injured. Okay, I'm gonna keep saying this. I do not want him to get injured. It's a long season, and we are going to need him. Okay, and with the weapons we got right now on offense, we gonna be all right. You understand what I'm saying? You look at the receiver set. You got my boy Drake London, one of the best receivers last year in the league when it comes to receiving yards. You got Mooney. All right, Mooney was out there. He was like a couple of yards shy of getting 1,000 yards himself, in which it was only one team that had two receivers that had over 1,000 yards, and that was the Detroit Lions. Not even Joe Burrow and them had two receivers between Higgins and Chase that got 1,000 yards apiece. So we was almost there. So that's electrifying to me. That's just how I feel. Okay. And I feel like when it comes to both of them are good at getting those deep balls. And Michael Penix Jr. got the arm for it. You know, when it comes to Kirk Cousins, you know, I did like him at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, he couldn't get it out there like my boy Michael Penix could. So we're going to see. That's electrifying. I can't wait to see that. And then you got Bijan Robinson, okay? One of the best running backs in the NFL, hands down. Hands down. We're not even going to argue about it. And he could possibly be the best running back in the NFL. I know. Don't kill me, okay? I know we're going to talk about Henry. We're going to talk about Saquon Barkley. And Saquon Barkley, he's my favorite running back, all right? But I do think Bijan Robinson got the same type of skills, the same talents, the same abilities that my boy Saquon Barkley does. So, and then the best thing that I like about what they doing or what Raheem is doing with Bijan right now is sending him out there on the island to be able to go out there and play as a receiver, in which we already know a linebacker is going to be the only one to guard him. Okay. And that is the best matchup I could ever find or ever see in my entire life. Do you understand me? That is a guaranteed touchdown or a guaranteed first down or a guaranteed 20 yards, 30 yards, whatever the case may be. And we all know how shifty he is out there. So if you can get him out there, man, I love it. I really do love it. All right. But like I said, I think Michael Penix is going to be all right, man. The only thing that scares me when it comes to this offense is the offensive line. And if we struggling there, them injuries that we got, if we struggling there, you can hang everything up that I'm talking about when it comes to these playmakers, because we ain't going to be able to get the ball to them, okay? Now, we all know the injury that's going on with my boy McGarry. Well, we don't know, really. We just know it's a leg injury in which he had to go get an MRI. I haven't seen any reports yet. If y'all have, drop it down in the comment below. But, man, we got to hope for the best when it comes to that injury, because we already lost Norton. And losing him to an ankle injury to where he had to get surgery, he might be out for 6 to 8 weeks. It's not looking too good, man. And the biggest thing about this whole situation of McGarry being out, bro, is that he is on the blind side for Michael Penix Jr. That's scary. Okay, that's scary. If this man got to be looking over his shoulder, looking over his back every single play and not down that field, that is a big problem. All right. But at the end of the day, I think we're going to be all right. I'm loving what we got in our defense, them young bulls out there. You got James Pierce. You got my boy Walker out there, man. And, you know, I really do like what's going on out there, man. Hopefully them boys be able to put some pressure on them quarterbacks, man, and cause some turnovers or two. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation, man. Do y'all think Raheem Morris made the best decision by not putting Michael Penix out there for the preseason, or do y'all feel like he should have did it? Drop them things down in the comment below and let me know how y'all feeling about this whole situation. I got to get up out of here. I love you guys. I'm going to get at y'all on the next one. Yeti.